Okay, here's a quick demo video for GRANUL8R, which is a plugin we've built for the Sound Spiral project, and more specifically it's going to be powering Amy's first piece to go into the building, which is Babel Spring. It's also going to be available as a free download so that you can use it on your machines and mangle sounds as you like. It's a 32-bit Windows VST plugin. Don't worry if you don't understand that, it's just a little toy. We're going to take a quick look around. We have a file loaded as our top waveform here, which is going to be the sound we play. At the moment it's the Brazilian Portuguese translation of To My Mother, which is the piece we're using for Babel Spring, and it sounds like this.
Para minha mãe, cereja, ameixa, pêssego e damasco. Cada pessoa, verdade para sua individualidade, tem muito em comum.
Okie dokie. So, taking a look at the controls, what we can do is move the start and end points anywhere within the file that we like using our first two faders. So move the start point first, halfway along, and then bring the end point back down. And we can see that these waveforms are changing in response to the changes I make up here. This bit now sounds like this.
Vou começar com pomar e então uma floresta. Descobrir quais árvores são mais felizes onde e quando, e então nutrir a terra.
We haven't actually changed the sound yet. When it plays, it gets to the end point and loops back to the beginning point. And everything in this blue gap gets shown on this screen here, because on this screen we can also change the start and end point. With the third fader along, like this, we can pinch in and we can slide left and right. And again, the same model applies. Everything now that's red here is shown on this screen, and we have a further set of controls to pinch in and slide along so that we can zoom really closely in to the samples that we want to hear. Okay, now, just to make things a bit different, we've implemented a kind of granule crossfading function. It's not spectral morphing, and it's not sort of true loop mangling. What it does is allows us, on the second set of four, to have a duplicate set of controls that get crossfaded to between these. And the simplest way to demo this is just to do it, so you'll see what happens. When I move the crossfader, everything changes. Zooms to a different part of the file, the start and end points are changing, the pinch and slide points are moving, and so is this pinch and slide point, and these are independently controlled on the second set, which are the green faders up here. You can see the first pinch and slide moving around, and also the second one. And when we set these up, it gives us a different sound. And we can then crossfade between these two predetermined granule points. So this means that in the finished piece we'll be able to set up a start and end point at the start and end of the file, maybe trimmed a little bit, and by the time 10 minutes or so have elapsed in Babel Spring, we'll have completed the transition of a crossfade such to the point that the sound becomes just a note. And we can then use that note as a musical instrument and have a bit of fun with it. On top of this, we've got a basic envelope with attack, decay, sustain and release. That's all pretty bog standard. Just gives basic enveloping functions. And to the right of that we've got a high pass filter, semi-parametric EQ band 1, semi-parametric EQ band 2 and a low pass filter. And both these filters have got resonance on their little knobs, and the EQs have got cut and boost in the middle. And to top it off at the end, we've got a volume control. But the EQ section only gets faded in when this fader is up. So in this position with the fader down, we have a clean recording with no processing on it, and by the time our crossfade is complete and we're playing just the granule, we have the power to add some filtering and the EQs. Roughly speaking, that's about it for this first version. We're going to throw in all manner of features to our private version that we're going to be using, because this will be connecting to our server and downloading files, so that every time Babel Spring plays, this will be running live with fresh submissions that hopefully you can come to the website and join in with. So there it is, that's a quick overview of the Granulator. Hope you download it, hope you have fun playing with it, and there it is. Hope to see you inside the Sound Spiral sometime in the summer. Cheerio!